This is Optimal Living Daily, episode 1350. You can do more good than you think, by Benjamin Hardy of benjaminhardy.com. And I'm Justin Malik. Happy Thursday to you. Welcome back to Optimal Living Daily, or the OLD podcast, the OLD podcast, where I read to you from some of the best blogs I can find and get permission from. Today's my mom's birthday, so happy birthday, Mom. She listens to this show, and I actually record in her house, actually. Fun fact. I'm a very lucky son. And this episode is brought to you by Peloton. Men's Health called the Peloton bike the best cardio machine on the planet, and for good reason. I've used it. I'll be sharing some pictures or videos soon online and in our newsletter. It's awesome. It can fit in virtually any space with a size of only 4x2, but packed with value. One subscription gets you unlimited classes for an entire family and actually makes working out fun. It's crazy. I'll tell you about that after today's reading. And Peloton is offering a limited time offer. Get $100 off accessories when you purchase the Peloton bike and get a great cardio workout at home. Go to onepeloton.com and use promo code OLD to get started. For now, let's get right to it and start optimizing your life. You can do more good than you think, by Benjamin Hardy of benjaminhardy.com. Tonight, while driving home from a friend's house, I almost hit a kid walking in the road. A few seconds after passing him, I felt impressed to turn around and offer him a ride. When I went back past him on the opposite side of the road, I rolled down my window and asked if he needed anything. He said no and kept walking. It was clear he was messed up. He was only wearing one shoe and stumbling more than walking. His leg was badly cut up, like he had gone through some deep shrubbery. He could barely communicate. He was on a rural road with nothing for at least 3 miles. He just kept walking down the road as I returned around to head back toward my house. I couldn't shake it. This kid could very likely get hit by a car and die tonight. It's not uncommon in a college town. I drove up next to him and asked, "Where are you going, man?" "Clemson, core campus," he replied. "Hop in the car, man. Let me get you home," I said. He hesitated, then got in the car. It took almost 15 minutes driving down rural roads at 50-ish miles per hour and with zero traffic to get to campus. I found out he was a freshman. He really wanted to play football on the team. He didn't know what he wanted to do with his life. "Do you get paid to drive people around like this?" he asked me. "No, this isn't an everyday occurrence. I don't go out of my way to do stuff like this, but I saw you and didn't feel good about it," I replied. "I did serve a church mission though, so this isn't weird for me." "Yeah, this is actually the kind of stuff I want to do," he said. "It's hard being at college. I feel like I have to grow up fast. I have to figure out who I want to be, like now." We shared a few more words. I let him know that regardless of the decisions he's made, his future is as bright as he wants it to be. He has the choice. He can turn things around, but he needs to decide who he wants to be. I also told him that who he surrounds himself with is potentially the most important indicator of the future he will have and the person he will become. When we pulled up to his apartments, he looked me directly in the eyes. Although he wasn't sober and likely won't remember how he got home, I could see something in his eyes. This was an important moment, something so small. I didn't tell this story to get praise. What I did was so small, but that 18-year-old kid is so important. I'll probably never see him again. But after I dropped him off, I felt humbled and grateful for such an opportunity. These small, seemingly insignificant opportunities are everywhere around us. Most of the time, we're too busy going about our lives to notice them. We're too caught up in our own agendas to realize the pain all around us. Are we too busy listening to books about how to be successful and happy? Reading and study won't get you to stop and actually help someone, to go out of your way and interject yourself into someone else's life. That is a choice you must make. All the information can even block that intuitive voice if you haven't learned to respond to it. Most people will reject your offer to help. Getting help requires vulnerability and humility. Most people would rather suffer than get help. Sometimes you'll need to be persistent. You'll need to ask several times, as I did tonight. I'm not saying you need to always be available. Quite the contrary. You absolutely need to focus in on your life and do well. Just don't be so busy that you miss those opportunities that are crucial. Don't be so busy that you don't hear your inner voice when it speaks to you. Never let a goal to be accomplished become more important than a person to be loved. You can do more good than you think. The littlest things really do make the biggest difference. Very few people get deep and caring, thoughtful affirmation. When I was 19 years old, my life was a wreck. I had made lots of mistakes. I didn't have much confidence in myself. A friend of mine spent just a few minutes telling me he knew I'd been through a lot in my life. He told me he was proud of me and that I was making some great progress. He was completely sincere. They were just a few words, but I couldn't contain the feelings or the tears. It was one of the most overwhelming experiences I've had. And it was so simple, but so important. That was 8 years ago, and it still impacts me to this day. You don't have to be a guru to care about someone. All you have to do is truly care, to listen, and to love. A few words of support can go an extremely long way. Please don't miss those moments. There are people all around you who could use some love and care. It doesn't take much. You don't have to be eloquent or a genius. You just have to care and to have the courage to open your mouth. You just listened to the post titled, "You Can Do More Good Than You Think" by Benjamin Hardy of benjaminhardy.com. And thank you again to Peloton. I've used their bike. It's way different than anything I've ever seen. You can take classes, both live and pre-recorded, bike in Venice, all around the world actually. It really feels like you're there and more. It'll keep you engaged. Live encouragement from top instructors makes you want to keep coming back for more. And there's a variety of themes, difficulty levels, and training programs so you can experience something new every single time. No commute, no reservations. It's genius. And it can fit in pretty much any space. It's only 4x2 in size. Peloton is offering a limited time offer. You can get $100 off accessories when you purchase the Peloton bike and get a great cardio workout at home. Go to onepeloton.com and use promo code OLD to get started. Go there and just take a look at the screen on there, what you get. It's awesome. That's ONEPELOTON.com and code OLD. But I'll leave it at that. Hope you're having a great day. Thank you for being here and listening to me and for being a subscriber of the show. I'll be back in the Friday show tomorrow reading to you. So I'll see you there where your optimal life awaits.